Hello and welcome to Katrinas Creations. Today is our Saturday edition. We are halfway to our next 100 subscribers. So if you haven't already, please click that red subscribe button down here and click the notification bell next to it, and that will let you know anytime I post a video, which is always, well, most of the time on Fridays and on Saturdays. So every time we reach 100 new subscribers, I do a yarn giveaway. So that being said, let's get started with today's, I don't have any finished objects. Let's just get started with today's works in progress. I'm still working on my hexie blanket, but I'm almost done. I showed a picture of it last week, and in that picture it is 20 hexagons across and 19 hexagons, 19 rows of hexagons. So I am building up my stash for another 2 to 3 rows. So I have done, let's see, 23 hexagons this week. I had some still left over, which I'm adding to this. So altogether, I have almost enough for 2 rows, but I still have enough yarn that I might be able to get another row out of it as well. And then I have some black yarn that I'm going to be edging the whole perimeter or edge of the hexagon blanket with. So I'll show you what I've got this week. We have a green one. I have, try to show them in groups. I have 2 pink ones, 1 orange, 2 red, let's see, 1 of this kind of a purple and blue mix, 2, oh, that's a different color, okay, 1 of this maroon color. Here is another kind of a maroon color, but it has some regular reds and some purple mixed into it. I have a gray and black one. I have another of those purple and blue mixed. There we go. Let's see. A green one. I have 2 brown ones. I'm trying to mix some muted tones in with some of the more colorful ones. This is kind of a denim-y type of color. I have 2 gold ones. They're not the same, but there's the one and there is the other one. And then I have this kind of teal one. I have 2 of this bright teal. I have another, oh, there's the other maroon one. I knew I had 2 maroon. I have 2 maroon ones, and then I have another one of the gray ones and another green. So those are the hexagons that I've been working on. So that's my crochet project. Now I'm hoping to finish that in the next week or so. We'll see, but that's my goal, is to finish it next week. So now let's work on my knitted project. I actually have the first side of the shawl completed, and I'm starting back down the other side. So let me first show you what the original shawl looked like. This is the very original pattern for the Keeping You in Stitches. This is one I designed, and it started at this end here, and it goes across with different sections. This was done in 4 different colors from Knit Picks palette. So here's what the original looked like. Now what I'm changing on is, if you look on this very edge, this is the last part before the bind off on this. You can see there is a feathers and fans edge to it. which creates, you can see this ripple. It kind of gives it a wavy effect at the edge of the shawl. I don't want that because I'm actually going to start decreasing. In this case with the shawl, you start on this narrow edge and you continually increase stitches until you reach the end. But I'm making the shawl bigger than this. I'm doubling the size. So I'm leaving off this feathers and fans, and then after this section here, I have started the decrease going back down this direction. So in theory, the quilt will be, or the quilt, in theory, this shawl will be twice the size of this one when I finish it. So now that you understand what we're going to be looking at, I'll show you where I'm at on it. So here is where I begin the increases, and it goes across all the way, and this is where I would begin the feathers and fan. But this is actually where I am starting my decreases to go back down this same direction this way. So you can see here is my edge. This is the bottom point of the shawl. I'm holding it upside down. This is the bottom point of the shawl, and you can see how it's now going down. So I'll work my way down till I get to the same stitch count as this side, and then I will be doing this in reverse going that way. So yes, that is what I'm hoping for when I finish. So let me hold this up so you can see the whole thing so far. So yeah, I think I will find a lot to wear with this. When I first started making this, I was like, what in the world am I going to wear this with? But I do have some purple. I can wear it with purple. I do have a green skirt. I can wear it with green. Or if I just had like solid black, I could put this on as well. So yeah, I think it will work out fine. As it is, it would be a full-sized shawl. But by the time I finish this and I have the yarn to do it, so why not, it will be twice the size, which will make it nice and snuggly and definitely cozy. Speaking of cozy, I am wearing a poncho today. I will stand up and model this so you can see what this looks like. Most of you have seen it before. I don't even remember what the name of it was, but it's basically I think this was half double crochet all the way around. You just keep increasing, and it has a picot edge on the bottom of it. So here is my poncho. This is, I believe it's a merino wool. It is a chain ply, and this was knit crate yarn, and I like it because it's cozy. I can move freely because it's wide enough at the bottom that I have plenty of wingspan space to be able to do stuff. In fact, I was wearing it when I was cleaning the house today, and it really didn't get in the way a whole lot. But yeah, I like this, and it matches a lot of my stuff. And yeah, it's just cozy on a cool day. It's kind of snuggly. So there it is. It is chilly today in my area of the mid-Atlantic area. We are supposed to get negative numbers in the double digits over this weekend. So yeah, and it's chilly, and my temperature thing was saying that there's a chance of snow this afternoon. Fun. Yeah, little update on our plumbing as well. If you watched last week, I had stuff all over my kitchen because we had a leak in our plumbing. We still have a leak in our plumbing. It's getting fixed on Tuesday. So yeah, with all the cold weather, there's been a lot of emergencies where people's pipes have broken and stuff, and ours isn't an emergency or anything. I've just been doing the dishes in the bathroom sink for the last week, but you know, it could be worse. So yeah, we're gonna get that taken care of on Tuesday. So that's what I've been working on this week. What have you been working on? So if you missed yesterday's video, you can see some of it behind me here, where I reorganized these craft shelves, and in front of me is my sewing desk, and I worked on that as well as a little cart. That was yesterday's video. If you want to check it out, you can click the link right over here. Part 2 to the craft reorganization, which is my upstairs craft room. This room that I'm filming in was meant to be a dining room in our house, but we have a big eat-in kitchen, so we don't use, and there's just 2 of us, so we don't need the big dining room. So the dining room is kind of shared hobby area on the first floor of our house, but upstairs, the spare bedroom, is where I store some of the rest of my yarn. My yarn on the shelves is not bad. It's fairly organized. It's the closet that you basically open it and duck because things are going to come flying out at you. So yeah, I will be working on that for this Friday's video while I try to sort through and just do a little bit better organization. So yeah, that will be Friday's video. So now it's time for... So in our Come and Get It section today, the sales that I will be mentioning are down below in the description box. You can just click the bold word more. It will open up and all the links are listed alphabetically. I try to make it easy. And if there's coupon codes, which this week there are not, I usually put the coupon code next to it as well. So first off, we have Lion Brand. This is a weekend sale only. It ends on Monday. I think at 9 a.m. I'm not positive, but I know it ends on Monday. They have 60% off of their clearance. So yeah, it's called 60% off clearance event. So I went over and took a look at it, and they do have a lot of nice stuff, and it's already marked down, no coupon code needed. So that is Lion Brand. Knit Picks, their yarn of the month is High Desert, and it is 20% off all month long, and it comes in different versions. It comes in a roving, it comes in tweed, it comes in worsted, and as well as a sport weight. And the wool content, it is 100% American wool. I think from what I was reading, the wool is raised, the sheep that they get the wool from are raised out in Montana, I believe. So that is Knit Picks. Mary Maxim has up to 60% off of their clearance yarns right now. And Lovecrafts also has up to 50% off in their clearance section, and Lovecrafts adds to that daily, so what you see one day might not be what's there the next day. So those are the sales that I know about. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really does help with the analytics, and again, if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so we can get closer to that next 100 subscribers. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again on Friday when we tackle the attack closet upstairs in the craft cave. Bye, everybody.